All right, welcome back to 5-Digit World Cup group stage. I hope you're not tired of this tournament yet because we still have a handful of matches to go through today. Last batch of this weekend's matches. Malaysia and Austria will be first. Seed number 26th and 37th, 38th, I think. And both of these teams look pretty good so far. Malaysia has brought back a bunch of their old players and have picked up a bunch of new players as well who played pretty decently in the qualifiers. Austria as well. Didn't really do the best in 5EC, but they replaced some players and they qualified for main. And now here they are. They defeat Finland in their previous match. Malaysia losing to Portugal. So it's not the best sign for the higher seeds here. And Austria, well, if they upset Malaysia in this match, they might just be going to bracket stage. We see Protect Hidden One from Malaysia coming out, and Austria real quick will also go for the Hard Rock 3. So what are we thinking about those two, Tay?
It seems to be like polar opposites, these teams. So one is going with the Hidden, one is going with the Hard Rock. Very interesting. Hidden One, a little bit of a trickier map. Hard Rock 3, bit more of a mechanics type map. So this is going to be a very interesting match indeed. And yeah, Malaysia, even though they are higher seeded, they did lose their first match, which is a little upset against them, and then Austria upsetting another team instead. So we can be expecting a pretty close matchup here. So I don't even know who to favor, even though Austria, they are only seed 37, just barely getting into the group stage qualifying, because they need to be at least seed 14. So yeah, they made it in closely and they have been showing up so far. Will be very, very interesting to see both of these here, because this is a very important match for both of these teams. Malaysia, they don't want to go and 0-2 losses in the first two matches, and Austria, they have opportunity to really just make a dent into the group here and get their second win as the underdog.
Yeah, Austria's standings for Group G look pretty damn good. Malaysia, opposite. They lost to Portugal, lost a bunch of maps as well. And Austria is 5-2 against Finland. It's a lot of extra points that you need for group stage, because you don't have to be first. You can be second and still qualify. Malaysia, if Portugal and Finland have a close match, this might be the decider for Malaysia qualifying or not qualifying to bracket stage. So let's see what they do here to prevent themselves getting seed upset for a second time. First pick will be going to Austria, and first ban so far has it come out? Doesn't seem like it.
No, there's been no ban so far. Malaysia, I think, making the first, but taking the time.
I mean, just based on results, really, I could see Malaysia banning a lot of aim maps. They did Protect Hidden One, which is something. It's actually interesting, because if I remember correctly, Austria had a really good score on that yesterday with an FC as well. I think from, was it Kaal or Akashi? One of those two. Those two tend to play a lot of aim maps in these matches for Austria. Generally, the reason why they're so good at aim, Calamity and I think Tatsuya as well, really good at aim. And they have 4 that are so consistent on all of these aim maps, especially something like a Nomad 1. So I wouldn't be surprised if Malaysia, go towards that Nomad 1, maybe Hard Rock 1, BT1 even, but BT1 didn't look so good for Austria in terms of their qualifiers. So overall, I want to see any kind of aim skill set. And yeah, there is one from the captain. DT1 is gone, and now Austria gets to fire theirs, which I imagine is probably something like a Hidden 2.
DT1 then, makes sense. You're going up against a bit more of a mechanics heavy team in Austria, so banning some sort of mechanics, even instead of tapping then aim, makes sense. Austria, they're probably banning something a bit more gimmicky, where they don't feel 100% or can't fill a good enough roster in. Maybe towards the hiddens, maybe a hidden 3 or a hidden 2. A map where they might not feel as comfortable, because if Malaysia does protect the hidden 1, they probably seem to be good on hidden. They are going with the 3-1 though instead, which I understand. It's fine, it's a fine map ban.
Yeah, aim control, Austria. Well, I wouldn't. I don't think they want to play any of that aim control. Malaysia actually lost that yesterday, but their team score was pretty respectable still. They had an overmod from balls, and the rest of the team, they went full hidden for that. So that you can tell that their roster just prefers the hidden mod in general. But they protect the hidden 1, and I would be, well, surprised for Austria if they don't ban a hidden 3 here. Maybe they can contest hidden 2, but Malaysia had a really good score on hidden 3. So if they don't ban that, I would be a bit confused. Number 4 does get fired out from Malaysia's captain though.
Yeah, let's see. I also believe hidden 3 is like a solid ban for Austria.
Yeah.
Apart from that, I don't really know. I don't see any requirements to ban Primo 2 or DTs. Don't think the hard rocks really will be touched by Austria with the ban. Then maybe no mod 5, but big question mark.
I feel like Austria can probably learn that no mod 5 a bit more. It's towards like the mechanics. It's actually aim. So I feel like if like Kaal or Akashi in Calamity can maybe learn that, have their reading players go in, do their thing, I feel like they can put up a decent team score, enough for Malaysia to be scared of it. But Hidden 2, well, I'm actually no, they had a decent team score in Hidden 2 as well. Just unfortunately had to go up against an FC from Finland. But still, I feel like Malaysia is much more comfortable on something like a Hidden 2 over a No 5. And yeah, there is Hidden 3 banned from Austria. Standard bans for Tex as well. Maybe not as much Hard Rock 3. Because I'm not sure if I would favor Austria on tapping too much. Considering that, well, Malaysia seated really high on DTs and overall in qualifiers. But I've seen them play like tapping nomads in 5EC, and they did pretty well in early stages. So at DT2, not out of their range, just that I'm worried for what Malaysia's gonna do to them on that. First, we have to go through Austria's pick, which could be, well, could be anything, right? Like there's really a lot of choices.
Oh, imagine no one first pick.
Honestly, yeah, Austria is the kind of team that can do that. They're like Japan. As long as it's not Hidden 2. Like, I think outside of that, they can do pretty much anything.
Oh yeah, let's see. Taking their precious time with the first map pick. And it's going to be no mod 1. Wait, hold on. Hold on. What a prediction.
Okay. Well,
I was low-key,
right.
I was a little bit trolling, but I mean, it's not bad. It's not a bad pick at all. Austria, I see them on that type of stuff. They have good aim players. They have really good aim players and mechanics. It's probably like their win condition here for this matchup, or like for any matchup really.
Yeah, it's their strongest skill set in this team, and honestly, I like that because the way recent pooling, maybe like the past 6 months, maybe a year, I feel like AMAPs have been a bit more careful when it comes to like poolers, or poolers have been a little bit more. Poolers have been a little bit more careful when it comes to aim maps. I don't know why I said that the other way around, but yeah, they put more care into both customs and just picking maps that are less just straight up consistency, and you'd have to actually be a main player. And well, Austria has those aim players. And they have 4 of them. I see 2 already in the lobby, 3. And I'm just waiting for the 4th, which is probably Akashi. Now Malaysia has to deal with those 4. We see Celestia, Axorite, and Balls. The 420th one. 4th could
That's
be...
the name of all time. Balls 420.
Who is that actually? Does he have a previous name?
Don't know.
No, there's not. That is actually just Balls 420. Straight up.
It's the real one.
Not like... It's the real one. Yeah. Oh. Wester, that should be on Malaysia's side. There's Akashi for their 4th. Oh, okay. My waifu Rem.
Alright. So, we got the rosters, and yeah, from Austria, they have a fantastic roster for this type of map. Malaysia, they will do their best as well on this. I think both teams have potential here to do great. It is a normal one after all. Something that most teams are pretty comfortable on, at least. It is also low star rating, of course. So, really will test your consistency on the players. It's 4 minutes long after all.
Yeah, I've seen what can happen on this No 1-1 a couple of times today. It was really scary in Japan's match. Malaysia already has some bad memories on this No 1-1. They lost it yesterday, if I remember correctly, against Portugal by a 400,000. So they're looking at some possible improvements here. They're running the same roster, but it's a strong for Austria on this generally very difficult No 1-1. We've seen a bunch of good players miss on these maps, so let's see if Austria can do better than those, and especially better than what Malaysia put up yesterday. Kaal will go down first, but it's a trade.
Yeah, and Celestial breaking, but Calamity is trading that one, so we got 2 FCs versus 1 FC, and Takashi also broke very early. I didn't even see that one.
Yeah, a bunch of misses already in this first key. Akashi again, that flipped the score lead in favor of Malaysia. Now they have 2 against only Studjas FC. Accuracy check, it seems pretty good all around. It's Hakashi down at 96, that's the lowest, with my waifu Rem behind him, but he does have the FC and he is approaching 98%. Just needs to keep that up for, well, as long as this map goes on, because, well, the ending actually gets pretty difficult. I mean, we've seen a bunch of teams collapse into that ending. The last section, nerves can settle in as well, especially with such a high stakes match. First map as well, No 1-1. First map nerves can affect you a lot on the aim. Recovery so far is pretty good for both teams, but it's still those 2 FCs against 1.
Carl breaks again, so there's 1 recovery gone. But yeah, it really comes down to the FCs. DeIette breaking. That's an FC gone for Austria, and it's not really looking good for them. My waifu Rem and Axorite are both holding the FCs together for Malaysia with good recoveries on boards and Celestia. But it's looking really good for Malaysia here. And Austria, even though they have 2 good recoveries, it may not be enough. My waifu Rem breaks though. There's an FC gone. And it's 170k score difference only. We are halfway off the map and there's enough time for this.
Lots of time. I mean, we saw what happened in Japan's match against France, right? We thought France was taking that one. They had 3 FCs, actually. That's an even better situation for them. But they still lost that map. Malaysia, slightly less. Axorite on the same pattern as the one in France. Again, it's that same pattern. Malaysia's collapsing, but it's also 2 for Austria. And now it's equal combo. It's Akashi matching balls with slight support from Kaal. It's going back slowly, but I'm not sure if there's enough time.
They might need a little bit more. Kaal breaks, so it's just a 1v1, and it's a very contested. If Austria want to win this, they need to see balls break. Akashi needs to hold as well, so there's this section here. My upper Rem breaks, but not the important combo. Balls breaks, but Hakashi breaks as well. No.
Not like that. Oh, the timing,
Perfect
man.
trades.
That favors Malaysia heavily. They're 160,000 and Austria has no more momentum, especially with that final one disappearing from Calamity. And Austria's first pick, as strong as they are on Nomad 1, might have been a little bit too risky going into at the start of the map. And now Malaysia gets to consolidate for a second.
Unlucky from Austria. I mean, this was really closely contested. It's only like 160k score difference, so it is what it is. That's like how Nomad ones go. You shit miss a few times and then you lose the map, but it's alright. They can bounce back from this. And Malaysia did really well. They had the combos and did some good scores. Like the whole team consistently, almost everyone being close to that 500k mark. Celestia with 498, and then Xtrullor just 597k, doing really well. Tatsuya with 99.4%, one miss 500k in the middle of the map. That hurts.
Yeah, that was unfortunate there. If he had held that FC, well, we could have been seeing Austria on with that first star on screen. But Malaysia does get the consolidate. And actually, that was a slightly lower team score on Node 1 for Malaysia. So really, it was a good pick. It's just that performance was not there for Austria. Heavy underperformance on an A map from them. But, well, you know, lots of A maps left. There's still Hard Rock 1. DT1's gone, but that's alright. Hard Rock 2 is kind of a name map. They still have their Protect, and Hidden 1 is something they can fight on. Maybe Noma 2 as well. Plenty of choices. But the second map is gonna be Malaysia's pick. And, well, they can snowball straight into Hidden here.
Why is
What's
like
up?
no team picking Noma 2 ever? This is like the least picked map, and I don't know why.
Actually, it's less conventional Nomad 2. It adds a lot. It's a very, I think it's custom. It's a really good custom. I like the way they're going with this. I don't know if they're gonna pull this kind of Nomad 2 for the rest of the tournament. If they do, then you know, sure, I'm all for it. There's lots of flow. It's like 170 flat BPM, and because of that, there was a lot of there's a lot of leeway for spacing changes in the flow. It's a flow map more so than it is a stream map. There is some longer streams, but it's, you know, a very risky skill set. I think you saw it maybe twice or 3 times so far. But yeah, no one really picks that, and I'm not sure if either team is gonna go on that map in this
Don't think
matchup.
so. But what we are seeing is Hishou 1 pick from Malaysia.
Oh?
This is interesting.
Whoa.
Don't know if I expected this.
I know I did. I mean, well, actually, no. I'm really confused. They want to challenge Austria and aim. I mean, they just beat them in the Mod 1, but still, that's their skill set. And it's not like Malaysia had the best score on Hard Rock 1 last time. They actually lost it against Portugal by, well, it was close, but still, they had a B rank on Waifu Rem, and the rest of their players, except for Balls, had about 300,000, and I'm seeing not the best accuracies either. And even if you go through qualifier scores, it's still pretty close. I'm not sure why they wouldn't go something like a Hidden 2 or like,
yeah, don't know
yeah,
either.
like,
Also, no one won. I mean, they won that, but only because Tatsuya missed like in the middle of the map, or else he would have gotten like 900k, and Austria would have won like by 300,000 score. So that's also like something you may want to look at with another perspective on Nomad 1. So I don't know, but I mean, they are picking this map, so they should be fine. They should be alright. They need some confidence to pick this.
yeah, I mean, they do get to play around Malaysia. Plenty of time still. They did get the breakpoint, so They're a little bit more comfortable. They're not backed into a corner yet. Austria, well, I feel like Austria is the ones that's always in the corner backed up. Kyle's not playing this one. It looks like we're gonna see Zinua, who I feel like I see more on the tapping picks than Hard Rock. Maybe not Hard Rock 2 or 3, but Hard Rock 1, usually you would want to see Kyle on these kind of maps. Malaysia, meanwhile, I think they're keeping same 4. Oh no, I think they swap out 1. So, how do you say that? Seoster? Oh, okay.
Probably.
Okay, this is why we have the forum, guys. This is why captain's got to answer the forum in announcements. Are we going through this? Seoster.
Seoster, probably.
Yeah, okay, Seoster. Well, Hard Rock 1, light tech, mechanics, lots of streams. We saw it a bunch of times. Malaysia wants to make up for this. Big stream comes in, but no one breaks on it. Great start to both. And now we get into some aim.
Alright, we are seeing some breaks. Celestia and Seoster are breaking. Sinuya is trading one of them, but this is favoring Austria now coming off of the intro. The match is not too long, it's only 2 minutes, and further breaks from Seoster and Celestia. Bolt is also no breaking. This is not looking really good for Malaysia. This is their pick.
Yeah, map is already halfway through, and Malaysia with 3. Make that 2, actually. They still have Tatsuya and Calamity. 2 breaks from Austria, but again, it's 4-way reset for Malaysia, and now it's Bold with 100 combo against 2 FCs. What?
Yeah, what is going on? What is this pick? I mean, a bit of an underperformance here, but as you have said, they also lost this in the previous match as well. And who is it for? It's Calamity for Austria. This guy is known. He's a really good hard rock player, and shredding this hard rock 1 as well. Amazing player, amazing performance from him.
Ooh.
And kind of carrying the team here a little bit. 460k score difference. This is over.
I don't know what happened in the communications here for Malaysia. I mean, this looks like a lower score than last time. Well, they could still reach the same score because it's not too far. It's about 150,000. They do have combo for it, but well, you're 400,000 down. Austria's are approaching 2 million team score, and they still have an FC. That is aim team right there. Calamity, map's done already, so he can probably close out the FC as long as he doesn't miss on this last stream. It's stacked. Okay, there you go.
All right, nice.
Clean score there. 97. What is that? 95% dropped a bit of act on the ending stream, but still S rank for Calamity as well as Balls. Unlucky, but still great team score from Austria. And now they get to consolidate themselves. That was Malaysia's pick.
Yeah, that was Malaysia's pick, and they fumbled it a little bit. I mean, Celestia and Hishou do have some nice accuracy balls as well, so they did expect something else here, but unfortunately they did show quite a bit, getting lots of misses, and Calamity just really turning this around for Austria. If he only got like 500k, then it would have been way closer, so maybe a bit of an overperformance that Malaysia didn't expect, but yeah. With this, we are going 1-1 into the match. We are tied up again.
Things get interesting now. 1-1. 20 seeds apart. We have the whole pool to play with. Instantly, Austria goes for Hard Rock 3. They want to go for some streams.
Yep.
Hard Rock 3.
They want the lead.
What's the highest team score we've seen on this? I feel like we've seen a bunch of 2-3-way FCs in like the past couple matches.
I think wait, South Korea did like an insane score like a few hours ago. Wait, hold on, I'm gonna look.
I think it was like
they did play
Hong
this
Kong
one.
or
Yeah.
Hong Kong or Indonesia, one of those two. They had a crazy team score.
Alright, so oh no, wait, it was Hard Rock 1, not Hard Rock 3. My bad.
Probably their other match. Yeah, lots of streams on this one. 210 10, I think. I feel like I've seen one of the other discs pulled for like Nova 2 slot.
Yeah. And this map is popular. This is like a 6-digit no more 2. And
oh yeah.
Maybe there's some other diffs map set that is put as a no more 2 and 5-digit, but then low star rating. I don't know actually. Or if this map has a top diff, then it's probably top diff that is also put in no more 2s.
Not sure if this is a ranked version. I have heard the song, so it's definitely something that's been heard a couple times. But Malaysia keeping most of the again, they have those three: Celestia, Ocean Marine, and Balls. And so far, it's been Waifu Rem and Xtrullor subbing in and out. Now I'm wondering if their other three are not here, or the other two, which could be huge because I know one of them is Duox, and I know this team is definitely more than just Duox, but Duox is Duox, guys. Malaysia though, they lost a breakpoint on Hard Rock 1. Hopefully they don't make the same mistake later on, but Hard Rock 3 is still possible. Austria, let's see what they can do on their tapping. They swap out a bunch of players. All the tapping players come out. Volky's Ainua and Nick Ninja. Something you would see on a DT for Austria. They pull it out here on this Hard Rock 3 streams.
Alright, let's see. Early on, advantage to Malaysia due to the accuracies. But this is very contested. We have good accuracies on both sides. So it really just comes down to a few misses here and there, and we will see who will get the first break. As the bursts are getting a little bit longer now, and this is where you can find those easy shit misses. Hishou Marine is finding one of them, and Celestia also. So it's 2 versus 4 FCs. No, Hakashi breaks. It's 2 versus 3.
Oh, this is looking good for them actually. Still a bit of map to play though. It's about a minute. One more Ki, but they do have free combo in this middle section. Like Furimon Balls dropping a little bit of accuracy. Hakashi breaks. Hold on. It's like Volky as well, but it's still 2 versus 2. There's recoveries from Malaysia. The map does not stop. It continues to drain your stamina. Balls for 20. Misses on that stream. And now it's their low accuracy on Waifu Rem. Still have seeing, but I'm worried for his combo. Oh, he does hold though.
He holds. And there's one more last Ki remaining. Tatsuya and Nick Ninja are both holding their Cs together for Austria. My Waifu Rem is contesting that with Hishou. Good recovery. Nick Ninja is breaking. It's only 150k score difference, so there is time to go over if they find a few more breaks or accuracy drops as they do. Tatsuya breaks as well. This is going over now. Hishou breaks.
Oh, they let it go. They had a grip on it. It was tight, but it was a bit too much. It rips off. And now Malaysia with FC, 92% breaks on the Bud Slider.
Oh my
Holds
god.
on. K misses at the end, but it's 120,000 for Malaysia. Recoveries are strong from the other three. They take it back by 100,000. Austria, breakpoint again.
They can't seem to win their own maps.
Yeah. Oh, that's the highest score in the lobby is a B rank.
Oh my god, bro, this is trolling.
Well, don't you just love Score V2? That was a great hold though. He was shaking a lot, but continuing that FC for that long, he was huge for Malaysia, and that's what I want to see from them. Really, I feel like under 6.5, Malaysia can pull out team scores like this, where it's minimum like 2.5 million on a lot of maps. And Austria, I mean, they breakpointed them. It was just that mispick, Hard Rock 1 so far that is making this close. But Malaysia, they have another pick towards them. It should be another hidden just so you can get your third, and then let Austria do whatever, so you can do the math there. You can do blow for blow after that, and then they can just take it 5-3, 5-2. So I'm feeling hidden one. Their protect right after. No.
Oh yeah, makes sense.
Oh wait.
DT3. Wait, hold on.
Okay.
Completely different type of map.
say they're respecting Austria a bit. They don't want to be, they don't want to go straight into a hidden one. Keep their protect for later. So, I mean, they saw Austria play this yesterday, which they won against Finland, but I don't think it was a better score than what Malaysia got against Portugal. So it's a good pick still, but well, aside from being a good pick, I feel like you can just leave it for later. Honestly, like, because if you go hidden one here, Austria, well, what's left for Austria really? Because maybe they can go DT2. Not really. Hidden 2, not really. No, what 3 I feel like is their next best pick. And then after that, it's like, what now? They had an okay score in DT3. They could risk it there. And then, well, if Malaysia does win this, then yeah, Austria is going to have some trouble in terms of their pick strategy.
I think Austria might also consider 3 mod 2 maybe. That's pretty aimy.
Yeah, that is actually pretty aimy. That's true. It is low AR, which Malaysia, I feel like likes that a lot more than this Austria roster, who tends to go towards mechanics. They could actually go DT2 as well. I think I said that. My bad. But yeah, DT3, finger control, somewhat hybrid. I like this map. I've seen this, or I saw this in a tournament like a couple of years ago. I didn't get the best score. I definitely did not get a score close to whatever these players are gonna get. So it's honestly nice to see the improvement and seen over time. This was, I think it was pulled in the same SR as now, and that was like a semi-finals or something. Now we're seeing it first stage of this tournament. It's heartwarming seeing the progress.
Tournaments have been going far. And also, this star rating is like considered low star rating for most of these teams.
Yeah, like even the lower seats, which is what Austria is. They're what, 37, which is the third lowest in the tournament, and they're putting up team scores over 2 million pretty consistently. You know, a couple years ago, might have been unheard of for such a low seed, but you know, they remain competitive. Let's see if they do the same here on DT3 though. A couple breaks already. Accuracy seems to favor Malaysia. The combo is a little bit on Austria's side as Waifu Rem does drop the first FC very early on.
Alright, let's see how this goes. Waifu Rem breaks again. The only one really to find the break early. This map is, again, it's not long, it's only 2 minutes, so these early combos, they do kind of matter. Giving an early lead to Austria, but we'll see if they can hold their own combos here. So far looking good. Though a little bit of an accuracy issue on some players. Calamity and Tatsuya finding only 93% accuracy, but Celestia breaks. Tatsuya is trading that one. So we got 2 FCs from Malaysia against 3 on the Austrian side. And so far it's still looking good for Austria, but Tatsuya breaks. And this is now getting spiced up.
Oh. Are we gonna see another breakpoint here? Austria.
Ah, not again.
Hold on. Not again. Don't add another one to the tally. I mean, if we do, that's 2-2. But it's going slowly towards Malaysia. Oh, it's gonna skyrocket now as double break from Austria comes out. Sojian Kaal, Hishou Marine adds another one to that though, but still combo advantage for Malaysia. Balls 420, still an FC, 95%, but doesn't matter. Marine breaks, but that's not the combo you want to see break for Austria. Kaal adds another one to their tally, and Calamity alone in this ending. Map's over, and Waifu Rem closes it out, supporting Balls 420. Okay, he broke. But yeah, that's 150,000 in favor of Malaysia, and finally, not a break point for their third, and now it's 3-1. For the higher seed.
Yeah, Calamity trying his best, getting 1 million score.
That's right. That is actually a good score. This map is hard to hack.
Yeah, it's a really good score, but unfortunately Malaysia just as a team collective did a little bit better than Austria did. Mainly Stadia with the B rank, hurting the score a little bit for the team. But yeah, it's not their map pick, so it's kind of whatever, but they also need like a breakpoint sometime. But first of all, they should focus on winning their own map pick. They still haven't won their own. So this next pick, they should try to win it. Or else it would be a little bit silly if they don't win a single map pick of their own. What even can they pick now? Like
That is...
I think 3 mod 2, but I don't know anything else really.
It's difficult because when you're such a low seed, all your info points towards anything that you specialize in, and all of those specializations are gone. No one's gone. Hard Rock one is gone. Hidden one is a protect, and it looks like they are gonna go for Nomad 2.
I mean, I was speaking about it earlier. Why no one is picking this, and I guess I kind of summoned it here. Nomad 2 pick from Austria.
Yeah. Once again, the flow, lots of chain miss that you might see, and well, not really stamina, but be careful because if you tap a bit too slowly, a bit too fast, it does make you note lock. And well, Malaysia played this. They lost it. They lost their match from that Nomad 2, but they do have Duox. So there he is finally, who FC'd it yesterday. 1.8k combo S rank, but that is the best thing that they have on this map. It seems like they had Marine Balls and Celestia, kind of part of their core so far in their past couple lobbies, and yeah, I see 3 so far out of 4. It could be Celestia. That's Akashi. That's not their roster. Okay, I see Waifu Rem on the other side. Could be a substitution here, and they're gonna need an improvement. The substitution makes sense to me. They had a really bad team score compared to like a Portugal where they had all 4 players above 400,000. Meanwhile, Malaysia again, like Ramazal was the only good score from their previous match. Austria kind of looked at that and said, okay, we can beat that. We did all right on like a Nomad 2 on qualifiers. I feel like we can match Malaysia on that sort of stuff. We have Hakashi who can do well on this. Kaal who can do well on this. We have our tapping players in the lobbies. I knew was there. Not Nick Ninja, surprised. But Cappy, can work as well. But now it's all up to performance. If this Nomad 2 goes in the way of Malaysia, well, Hidden 1 and 2 are right there, right?
Yeah, exactly. So, Austria, if there's anything you want to do is win this, or else you leave match points with a protect open for Malaysia. This is not a position you want to be in. But this is a very important map to win, and looking at the start of the map here, my Waifu having some issues, only 85% accuracy starting the map, and no FC anymore. Tatsuya as well, no more FC, though accuracy looks a little bit better on his side. But yeah, 3 FCs on the side of Malaysia, only 2 for Austria. Kapi is breaking. So that's really just the low BPM, which is making some players feel a little bit dizzy about this, because it's very unusual nowadays to play 170 BPM.
Yeah, I feel like even in lower SR, like this, I feel like you see even 180 plus is like the lower side of BPM already, and you see, whoa, those are huge matches actually. Akashi goes down for Austria, but it's 2 from Malaysia. Balls and Ramizel are no more combo. And you know what Malaysia had last time? That was Ramizel who was carrying them on this map. But there's none of that now. Up to Waifu Rem and Hoshu Marine. Rem on 88%. Accuracy has not been the best on these streamier maps. But still, as long as he holds combo, they do have this lead still. Austria with 2. Kashi down again. 89%. So he's not the combo that matters the most right now. It's Zainua at 98. And Cappy's there to support. Now it's up to the next Ki to decide the fate of this match. Here it comes. Just a second. Longer streams. No one's breaking so far. They have recoveries.
Oh, Calamity! What? No. That's a very unfortunate break. That's an FC gone for Austria. They have only one high combo now with Shinuya. Kapi also broke. So really it's just a very hard position now for them because Hishou still has an FC. My wife Rem has a reverse choke, 1000 combo. Bolts and Ramizel have over 600 combo. And even with Zoftle breaking Austria, they need more. They need way more breaks. This is still too far away. 280k, 300k score difference.
Still 40 seconds to go. Marine and Ramizel, great combos though. And with the rest of Austria gone, it's Zainua, one of their premier tapping players. Austria longer streams, and there's a chance. Marine goes down. Ramizel, 800 combo. It's not an FC, but it's enough to hold it back. Map speeds up a bit here. Zainua goes down, and that might just be Austria in this match. Malaysia taking their fourth on the back of a great improvement from their previous team score. And Austria just ran out of picks.
This is not looking good for Austria. They know what they have to expect now. The hidden one, the protect. It is coming. And Ramizel, really good recovery here, getting 600k. It's really good from them. And Malaysia locking in when they need to. 700k on Hishou. And really good support for my wife Rem. 400k. Yeah, for Austria, just lacking there a little bit. Like, they needed one more player to get high combo, high score, but they didn't get that.
Yeah, that score from Akashi, not the best. And Malaysia as well, improving, great improvement from their previous team score on that Nomad 2. And they do get to pick the next one, close this match out as quick as they can, prevent any kind of chance from Austria of getting back into this match. I mean, is it not hidden one? Come on, guys. Come on.
Let's go. It should be hidden one. It should be.
It should be.
I mean, to be honest, I can also see hidden two. Like, I think both of these maps work. But you have protected hidden one, so you should pick it. Apart from that, let's say Austria survives hidden one. What do they pick?
Well, they look alright on Hard Rock 3. 2 was there, maybe Hard Rock 2. I don't want them really taking precision that much. Nomad 3 is not the best map either, but you could go there. I feel like I've seen them in Nomad 3 in 5EC. Alright. But, okay. That is.
There's the hidden one. So let's go how this one goes. Not a short map, I think it's like 3 minutes or something, so it's a consistency test with a bit more of an awkward style map.
AR 9.2, slightly dense, some bursts and triples, not far spaced apart. And yeah, Pitmod on top of all of that. Kind of all the rest. Whoa.
You're a little bit robotic for me. Don't know if it's on your side or on my side.
Oh, I think I'm lagging. Am I lagging? Am I robotic?
You are robotic for me.
Oh god. Oh. Okay, am I good now? I think I see the thing on that.
Is your connection okay? Is Discord connection?
I'm not sure.
You can see it in the bottom left.
It's going up and down.
I don't know, maybe you restart your Discord real quick.
Real quick, don't want to miss this map though, hold on.
Hello?
Hello, hi.
Still robotic.
What in the world?
Don't
Well,
Well, we are working with what we have. The map is starting, so it's whatever.
yeah, this is whatever.
Oh wait, I think you're
Not
good.
whatever for Malaysia though.
Yeah, you're good. You're good. You're good.
I'm good. All right. Thank God. Hit one. Last chance for Austria to get back into this match. Aim hit one. They won this against Finland, but Malaysia had a crazy team score. Let's see what they can do against all that.
Let's see. 186 BPM. Map is a bit more awkward to play. Kapi finds a break with Tatsuya together, so only 2 FCs remaining for Austria. And Malaysia, they did have one break with balls, but they're still holding the two-way actually, extra right breaking. So coming into the PIs actually here, it's still fairly contested, though Calamity is finding a break. And with only Karl having any sort of combo, this is looking not too good for Austria here.
Yeah, I'm actually frozen. Can't see the stream.
Oh, you can't?
God. In my eyes and ears, what is happening to Austria and Malaysia?
Alright. Well, Malaysia, they are doing pretty good. Bolt, Celestia, and my weapon Rem still having high combos. Wait, actually Celestia has an SS. Wait, hold on, what is this? We are halfway off the map and Bro has an SS.
I can see the Discord stream, just not the rest of the screen. I see the SS from Celestia. I see Malaysia's down there. Okay, I see it now. A bunch of combo, a bunch of score. They're 400,000 behind. It's still lagging for me as Celestia does drop the SS. That's all I can see.
Alright. Well,
oh my, Malaysia.
It's looking done. Like, what are you going to do? Like, Malaysia, they have 2 FCs on 99% accuracy. X-Rite has a recovery 99%. Boyd has 97% recovery. And then Austria, they only have like Karl, and then Kapi and Tatsuya have 300 combo only. This is over. There's no way of recovery here. This is
Malaysia.
amazing score.
Exactly why this was their protect. Austria could not fight them on this match. I still see an FC. I can only see one FC. I saw for a single game they had like 2 massive combos. Malaysia close this one out. No upset for Austria this time, and they save their standing in this group. I finally see it. The White Rem close out FC double for them alongside Celestia, and that's 3.4 million for the Malaysians. A great way back into this group stage.
GG's, well played. Malaysia, after getting upset, they did lock in for this one. They didn't want a repeat here, and my wife Rem and Celestia both with 3-100s and 7-100s. Getting the FC extra right, 3-100s and 1 miss. What an amazing team score here, and this is why they protect this.
Yeah. Austria even put up a pretty good fight. That was 2.3 million with an FC from Kaal and about 400,000 for everyone else. That was just Malaysia. It was a good score from Austria, but Malaysia was just better on that map, and that will land them 5-1. Big improvement from their match against Portugal, and Austria, well, not out yet. They still have more matches for this group. And speaking of our matches, we have another match, don't we? A different match happening right now.
It's still ongoing.
Yeah, I think it's Kazakhstan, Belarus.
Yeah, everyone
over
should,
on the main channel.
Everyone should head over to the main channel. Goodbye, that's from us. Thanks for commentary, Leferain. And that was this match. Really a bit more one-sided, but it happens. Good luck to the teams with their next 2 matches, and everyone else also good luck. We will see you later with some more matches. So goodbye.